Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Only Football. Max Brown and Michael Holder, transfer deadline day, brought to you by Uno Mass, out of York. So crisp. They didn't sponsor us.
But
We have more of their beers in the fridge than we have yours.
Signing transfer deadline day or deadline.
Fucking crazy. It was crazy. Even Chelsea aside, remove Chelsea, and
Did it meet, exceed, or not?
I would
Not
say
that far.
I think
What you expecting?
I think it depends on which team we're talking about, but in general, it exceeded, and obviously Chelsea took it there. But I mean, you got things like a nice Jorginho signing from Arsenal, Cancelo getting the boot out of City and going to Bayern.
He's played for great teams. Why did he always find his way to good teams?
This is a great player.
Yeah.
He's a great player, and we'll get into that. But let's open up with Chelsea.
How do you feel about all these transfers as a fan, though? Before we get into it, as like a fan, do you like it, or it's like, oh no, none of these players are loyal anymore. The game's changed. Are we at that age yet, or no?
I would honestly, if you had to, if you had to look at it though, I mean, you have Jorginho, the fake reject Brazilian, doing Brazilian things and going to Arsenal, and then Cancelo, who just all of a sudden just threw a hissy fit, and that was it. Like that. I mean, other than that, who else would you say was a dirty dog in the transfer? I'm not even saying Jorginho, really, to be honest.
That's what you're hinting at, though.
I'm not really. I'm not. I can understand that move. And we'll get into that. But is there?
I wanted him.
Yeah. Oh, we'll go with that. Yeah, he is wanted. Is there anyone else that you consider kind of shisty as a player in this transfer window? Because I can't really think of anyone.
Well, I think Danjuma a bit with how he treated Everton before going to Spurs. Because I thought he was going to Everton, and then Spurs swooped in last second.
That's fine. Happens all the time. Roy Keane did the same thing.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. What? A better club came knocking, and he said, "Yes, I have no issue at all."
Still did Everton dirty, I feel. But I don't know why.
Do you blame him? I mean, I know the king, Sean Dyche, the Royal Dyche, is back in the league, which I'm very, very happy about. I'm so glad he's back. I mean, everything's going to be kind of painful to watch, but it's going to be the Sean Dyche way, and that way I can absolutely get behind.
See photos of their first training?
No.
Oh yeah, he ran them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they just bent over like this. He's running them into the ground.
Bless that man. Bless him. No, I've absolutely no problem with Danjuma doing that. And yeah. I mean, is there anyone else for you?
Not really.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think so. Let's open Chelsea. My goodness. They're
FIFA career mode.
It is FIFA career mode, and they really took it the next level. How much was it they spent in this window alone? 500?
Yeah, I think like 480 or so. 5? That could be 5.
I mean, they spent like 200 million on 2 signings in January. But you know what? They finessed it. They circumvented a lot of rules, which are probably least rule changes, but that's not on them.
Yeah.
And
they decided long-term deals, right? So it's spread out over more time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's changing. I think it's like a 5-year max, which I think is just good overall. Anyway,
the NBA,
some of these guys,
the NBA is 5 years too.
Right. Yeah.
So you got
to pay them like really, really like right at the ass in a concentrated amount of time. But they did it. He boldly put a shit ton in for Tuchel. Again, like you've said, maybe they're a little trigger happy on Tuchel, but I don't mind the Graham Potter appointment. I never have. And now they did a rebuild in January, so it's good.
If you're Chelsea, you don't want to sign a coach that is like, you're not happy. Like you're basically saying like, I don't mind it. It's like I don't mind losing. Right? If you're not going to upgrade your team, I don't think you should change the manager. If you're going to sack Tuchel. Yeah. If you're going to sack Tuchel, you can't replace him with Potter.
Why?
Like a time and pro. You want results now.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, Potter is a young manager who has I don't mind it. It's like it's kind of like Ten Hag. I think like Ten Hag definitely has done far more than Potter,
yes.
far more than Potter,
Yes,
sure,
that's a
but still in a smaller league. And Potter was really like doing some great things at Brighton, at a smaller club in the biggest league in the world. And I think there's obviously some foresight there. Like they believe in this guy, and they obviously do back him. Like they couldn't have backed him anymore.
Well,
I think he's got a year, unless like the results are so bad. Like I think he's got.
They finish ninth. Does he start next year? Is he there next year? I don't think so.
I don't think they will finish him.
Yeah, but if they did,
no, I think
he'll still be around.
You know
That's
what?
a hard ask. That's a hard ask.
It is, but
I want him to perform.
It is, and that's big. Can Potter handle the egos in that dressing room? And I'm not saying that there's anyone in particular on Chelsea that is extremely hard to handle, but maybe there are. Like they are still really big names, they're big players, right? So there is that, and can he even handle that level? There's no one like a Ronaldo or like an Mbappe, obviously, but like there are still top players there.
I don't even know who's the leader.
Well, that is an issue, but
Silva?
I mean, Conte's still there. Conte is still
there.
Yeah,
but he's not. He's just like the guy everyone likes, right? He's not like the leader.
Yeah, so
you know what I mean?
I think Silva's probably a good shout. Mason Mount's always, he's a good teacher's pet. He can be a bit of a gel. Maybe it's to a fault. Like does Mason Mount get too much?
He hasn't been playing well under Potter.
No, he hasn't. So
I guess all of Chelsea.
Potter might be getting bounced. Mount. If he just wants to do like stick with like a 3-4-2-1 or something, it could be like Mudryk and.
Yeah, how does he feel about all these signings?
Who?
Mount, is he taking this competition, or does he still think this might be a starter?
I think Mount's I don't think so. I don't think you have to think of like even like when
Mount a starter for them.
When Tuchel came in, is he right now currently?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think he has to be for at least a match or two. While you're into it doesn't mean that he won't perform. I think Mudryk has to come into this team. He had a really nice cameo appearance against Liverpool.
Yeah.
I think with that, they didn't sell Sterling, right? Sterling's still
no, he's still there.
Crazy. That's why I had to ask. I'm like, they should have, but they didn't. So
that's moving pieces way too quickly. If they got rid of Sterling after signing him, it's
manager.
No.
That's honestly someone I wouldn't have minded them selling as a Chelsea fan. It's like, okay, that wasn't Potter signing. We have an excess of players. Let's bring some money back in. Obviously, that's not an issue. Anyway, so I think I'm going, Mudryk and Mount in that two, just off the tip of the Christmas tree. Yeah, and I guess you stick with Havertz for now, but I mean he's really got to start showing up. Like fuck me, he's like snagging a goal here and there, like he's just doing like the bare minimum to keep himself in the lineup. And they have Enzo Fernandez, 107 million pounds, I believe. Pounds. It was like 120 million euros.
121 euros and 106.
English record.
Sterling.
I like the player.
Don't like the price, probably.
We'll see.
But that's all they were going to get.
That's all they're giving up. And good on Benfica for digging their heels in the ground on that.
Yeah. They're squeezed.
Yeah, like they could have gotten teams could have gotten to bidding more in the summer. And I don't think Enzo wanted the move, sure, but I don't think he was pushing it too hard. There was a time he got.
I think he wanted to stay for this year's Champions League.
I think he would
and just say, hey, I'll come here in the summer, but I started the season with this team. They won the group of PSG and Juve. They won the group.
And they have Bruges in the round 16. Do I like Scott Parker's Bruges to pull the upset now that Enzo's gone? Maybe. Scott Parker finally got his first win over the weekend. I think maybe it's fifth match in charge or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're struggling, man. They finally got out of the group stage in Champions League, but they are struggling in the league, big time. Enzo. I like the signing. Did they really have to? Is Conte back healthy? I feel like he is. You have Kovacic. You would have kept Jorginho, I imagine, if you weren't going to do it. Like that midfield was struggling this year. Conte's hurt. Gallagher hasn't done anything. Zakaria finally gets a chance and he gets hurt. It's not like too bad, but Potter was backing him actually at that point.
He was trying out everybody though.
He was. That midfield was really struggling. So now,
play Cucurella. Cucurella is probably not having these signings. Where's he going to play? Well, even if they think about putting him in advanced role, he's not playing well. You could maybe slot.
A little stuffy, eh?
Yeah, a little stuffy.
Yeah, Cucurella might get bounced to the back. Who knows? Chilwell back yet? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. They could actually finish ninth back.
So. Now there's Gusto as well. They brought in Gusto.
They have too many.
They brought in. I know. It's true. It is true, man. Madueke. I think Noni Madueke from PSV pisses me off because I have PSV winning the league, and it's someone where it's like he shouldn't expect to get into that team. He might get chances if things aren't going well, but he should not be expecting to get into that team this year. I think really this season for him is you're gonna forget about him. I think he's just gonna be a non sequitur and you're gonna forget. And there's João Felix. He's gonna be back. Honestly, is Felix back the next match or is it one more for suspension?
He has 2 more games to serve.
Oh, it's not 2. It's not 2.
Is it 2?
I don't think so. Do
they
Fulham red card? Hold on a second. Okay, a lot of time on Chelsea, but you have to understand that's so there's one more.
There's one more. They played 2.
Yeah, so they play Fulham and then he's back. I think if Havertz is flat in that Fulham match, you start Felix up top.
At top when he comes back.
Yeah.
Just let him do his thing.
And then vice versa. And then if because he's so versatile, if Mount doesn't perform, you can drop him behind Havertz.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Sterling to me.
It's probably tough for him. Yeah, it is tough for him.
Yeah, and it should be. Gusto, it's crazy. It's absolute madness. They kept Fofana. He's not going out on loan. Not Wesley, but David Datcher Fofana. He's not going out on loan. They kept Ziyech. They withheld papers, they scrubbed the paperwork 3 times apparently today, with a loan move for Ziyech to PSG. Why? I don't know.
They do it on purpose. Just want to fuck him. Just telling you.
I mean, I guess, if you did 3 times, you absolutely did do it on purpose. They're going to appeal it. PSG are apparently going to appeal it.
So what happens if you win the appeal?
I guess you could see it.
Right away when the appeal goes through, or
I would imagine. No, it's a loan move anyway. You wouldn't appeal it if you didn't want him right now, right? And I would imagine a fine. Chelsea should get a fine for that too if they're proven guilty in the corrupt court of UEFA. But
it was a broken fax machine.
That's right.
You should be emailing it. No, we trust the facts. Probably what it is. Old school.
Good old boys, yeah. Anyway, crazy. Okay, 13 minutes in, strictly Chelsea. I feel like there's one more point on Chelsea than I want to make, but I'm spacing right now. Okay, let's move on. Jorginho to Arsenal.
Secret agent.
I like
Chelsea's. Is that Chelsea's last gasp to try and mess with Arsenal? Secret agent.
Imagine if Partey or Xhaka get injured, and he just absolutely shits the bed.
No, you put in Vieira, right? And put Odegaard back. I think that's what you would do. But regardless,
I don't think so. No.
You think Jorginho might see some playing time?
No. If you brought in Jorginho to back up Partey and Xhaka, you're gonna use him if one goes down, and you're not gonna drop back Odegaard in the form he's in. No fucking way. I like Vieira. Don't get me wrong, I do, but that is your backup if Odegaard gets injured. You do not tinker with that front four right now.
So they don't trust Lokonga?
Apparently did.
Is that why they signed him?
Well, regardless,
I
think that's fair. But even still, I'll get to that in a second. But even if they did trust Lokonga, because he was getting room to Palace, I don't think it went through though. Lokonga. Let me see.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah. But no, that didn't happen. Even if they did trust Lukonga, and I don't think it's complete lack of trust, but like you still want experience down the road, and you still want another body because like if you look at it, that's just one midfield to back up two guys there.
Yeah.
If not, you're dropping Odegaard back. Right. So I like it. There's he's Premier League experience, Jorginho that is. He's won the Euro. He's won the Prem. He knows a bit about winning, and he's a ball playing pivot midfielder. I think if called upon, which he will be, I think he'll do well for them. I do. I like it. 12 million or 10 million plus 2 million bonuses. I think it's a savvy deal, and I think
you like the deal.
I do. I think Casado would have been nice because I really rate Casado. Oh, that's what I want to say. That's what I want to say about Enzo Fernandez. But I'll get to that in a sec. But I don't blame Brighton for again digging their heels in and not giving him up. That's fine. His letter was ridiculous. Like, what's with these Brighton stars? Like, just think the King should have fucked Mountain all of a sudden. Trossard fucks off to Belgium. Casado writes a letter thanking Mr. Bloom and Brighton for giving him a chance, but he's a one child of 10 siblings, and the chance to he wrote a letter 2 days ago. Yeah, basically saying thank you to the fans, get me this deal. You understand why I want this deal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he didn't play against Liverpool.
Wow.
Yes, and one thing I did want to say.
He didn't leave, right? He's there still.
No, he's still there. Awkward. One thing I do want to say about Enzo Fernandez is, do you remember this time last year at the beginning of January when Ralph Rangnick said, United, you guys should go sign Enzo Fernandez for 15 million or some shit?
Really?
Yes. There was someone else too last transfer window that he said that was another
Big hit?
Yeah. Enzo Fernandez. He said it.
Was it Gakpo?
No, Gakpo was a Ten Hag thing in the summer.
No, I didn't.
But yeah, you know what? I don't mind that Arsenal didn't bring in Mudryk. I really rate him, but at the same time,
they got a Trossard replacement.
I think that's another.
It's another win for them. Because he's wearing 19 Trossard. I noticed that.
He's on these.
Okay.
But I think he might be on loan.
Okay, because I saw him wearing 19. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I think he's on loan.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, no, but he's on loan though.
Okay, but when he comes back, does he have to get another number now?
Well, he'll probably just be sold. I think that's what happened. That just
they just loaned it out before the deal.
That sealed the deal. But I think Arsenal kind of dodged some bullets in a way based on the fact that they're really obviously in a title chase right now, and they have a nice lead. They bring in 2 Premier League experienced players, and they don't break the bank on it either. I like it.
And they don't really break up the starting 11.
Well, exactly. And that's the thing. So you bring in Mudryk. Mudryk can't expect to walk into that team. Does he? Could that have been a problem?
I would say give Martinelli 2 games, and then if he doesn't do anything, then you put him.
Then you can swap, you can tinker and stuff like that. But I think Trossard's a perfect level of the signing for what the team needs. As is Jorginho. It's good business. Yeah. I give them a. They didn't go crazy. I give them an 8 for sure. An 8 for sure. I'd say 8.5. I'd say 8.5. I give them an 8. 85 is an A. It was when we were in high school. It's a low A.
Yeah.
They might have changed it though, but I'm gonna give them an A, but not an A plus. Didn't ruffle any feathers and.
Okay.
Yeah. Spurs. Whatever. I mean, Porro. I'm intrigued. I'm
more intrigued by Danjuma.
There's Danjuma as well. Again.
Are you more excited for Pedro?
No, I'm not. It's just buddy.
They're Spurs.
How many
That's why they're
fucking
Spurs.
wingers do you need? And you still haven't gotten a creative midfield. I know how they set up, but you can still get a better ball playing, combative box to box. That should have been your focus. And I get the right back.
Who gets the bench then?
For what?
Bentancur or Hoiberg?
For what? Who's
getting Spurs?
Yeah, who's getting benched?
If you bring in someone.
Oh, man.
Which one of the 2 would you bench? That's what I'm asking.
Again, I start with Bentancur starting.
Okay.
He's got 2 games again. It's kind of like that, see what's up. But And then you have Basuma as well. But then you still have Lucas Moura. Obviously, he's not.
Why did they get rid of him?
Hmm?
Why did they try to sell him?
I just think he's known. There weren't like many takers.
Doesn't he want to leave?
His contract is done at the end of the year, so maybe like no one even really wants to stump up money for him.
Yeah,
true. Yeah, just like So you replaced Moura, but you still have Son, Kulusevski, Kane, and Richarlison. So those four in a system where you play 3 of them, and yes, but you still have Moura as well. So don't forget that. Like, don't forget you have Moura. And then, like, you're just starved and you're just devoid of ideas, match in, match out, more or less. And nothing. And then Basuma, Højbjerg, and Bentancur, who are all good players in their own right, but they're all very similar players. And
they're just not top tier players.
Oh,
that's what it is.
I mean, Basuma for me had the potential to be. I thought it was a great signing at the time.
Hasn't worked out with multiple managers.
Doherty off for free to Atletico. Hilarious.
That's such a weird one. I was surprised.
It's a weird one for me. Jed Spence, I'm pulling for that kid. All's a fun team, so hopefully he can get in there.
They're Champions League team, man. They're the hunt.
Oh yeah. Well, they were in the Champions League like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
If not last year. Yeah. So for them, Spurs, 5. They're both interesting signings.
They couldn't really do anything though. Who were they really gonna sign? That's the thing.
Okay, I'm trying to think of
what big name could actually
honestly, someone like Sabitzer is a little better on the ball than those guys as well. Like it's
really?
It's not. I'm trying to. I don't think that is new, but
no, but like someone they could have got. Like really,
they could have got Sabitzer.
Yeah.
United got Sabitzer. They could have got Sabitzer. Believe that. If United get a deal done, it's because no one else is in contention for them. I'm just trying to think of someone like Barella. They couldn't get Barella, but I'm trying to think of someone like
a player like that.
Yeah,
like a Verratti.
But you're saying who they could get? Like I'm trying to.
So Verratti's too big for
Tielemans. Arsenal could have done that too. But I think there you go. Like I served that up on a platter.
So yeah. Well, it's Tottenham, right? So. That was gonna be a small club, right?
Probably.
I think that Champions League was the chance to do it. If they won that, like maybe they could get some players.
Yeah,
that was they had it.
I'll give them a 5.
5 is.
I don't mind the 2 signs I made. I'm intrigued by them, but
just a D. D-. Right?
I mean, listen, like that sounds way harsher. Like when you say 5 out of 10, you give it a D. Yeah, that's I'll give it
D-.
Okay, fine. All right, we'll scrap the 1 to 10 and we'll do grading. I'll give him a C+. I'll give him a C+.
68. So like that.
66. No, like a low C. What's the 67?
66, right, or 67. Yeah.
67. The lowest C+ I can give. Okay, United. Go ahead.
Well,
you can start.
It sucks that Eriksen's gone, but you got a replacement, right? Not a good, as good replacement, but it's better than nothing.
Honestly, I like Sabitzer. I like him.
Do you like him on Man U though?
I do. And you know what? You said not as good a replacement. In a lot of ways, I think he's an improvement on.
No, Eriksen's class. Eriksen's class.
I think in a lot of ways, he's an improvement on Eriksen. And I'm talking about in like big matches. Like when we previewed Arsenal United the day before Casemiro took a fucking yellow, I said I want Fred, and who's been great under Ten Hag. But I want Fred and Casemiro playing that match, especially on the road to Arsenal. You want to break shit up as much as you can. And then Casemiro took the yellow, and he started McTominay and Eriksen. And I think he started McTominay just because of height, and not so much because he didn't want to play Fred. I think it's just a height thing. Now with Sabitzer, I would have, if we already had him in this window previous, because why the fuck couldn't we get him beforehand anyway? I don't know.
He just got the Bayern the year before.
No, why couldn't we got him early this window? Why did it have to be at the very end?
Oh, yeah,
And
that's right.
You know, Sabitzer's he's good. He's great.
Well, because
great
you were
box
relying with Erickson. I think it was a panic buy.
brother. I know.
No, it wasn't a panic buy like in that sense, but it was just like, you know what? He's a good enough replacement right now. Let's get him.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's my issue with signing. It's not Sabitzer himself. I like that.
So
I'm intrigued.
Trusted Fred or McTominay instead of signing Sabitzer. Is that what you're trying to say?
No. I'm saying we should have brought in Sabitzer even if Erickson wasn't injured. That's my problem with this.
But then you got to get rid of someone for sure.
No, you don't.
You're gonna keep all
light.
5, 6 of them.
Mike, we are in 4 tournaments right now. Okay, he doesn't like to use McTominay anyway. He uses him. He doesn't want to use McTominay at all.
So why did he start that game?
Because he needed height and Casemiro was out. That's why.
What do you need height for? If it's
I think it was strictly a height thing.
Yeah, but if you need height, you don't need McTominay, right? So just play a different way with someone else.
What? Who? With Casemiro out, who was going to play?
Why do you need height?
Well,
if they're playing that role and playing against Odegaard, Saka, Martinez, they're not like that tall, right?
So I think
Partey maybe, Xhaka maybe.
Should have gone with Fred and Erickson.
I would have went with Fred and Erickson.
I see why you did it. I honestly think it was.
I don't think McTominay should ever be playing for you guys.
No, well, that's
so why? Anytime you played him, it's a bad decision.
That's fair. That's fair. But I can only assume that it was a height thing. Because otherwise, why don't you just use Fred's tenacity? But back to my original point is that Sabitzer should have been in this team despite Erickson getting injured. It's a fucking shame that Ericsson's out until April, and then it's like, okay, we'll bring in another loan without Weghorst because we're threadbare up top as well.
Yeah, but it's just to survive. It's just trying to go for this season, right? Next season they won't be there, or you don't have to commit to them. And you move on, right? But it's just to stay afloat this season. You guys just said you're in 4 competitions.
Why are
you're going to try and win them all?
Why are we?
Obviously, you know you're not going to win them all. Well, I shouldn't say that. If they gave a fuck,
and I'm not saying be like Chelsea, but look what Chelsea did. Okay, so don't tell me
there's 2
that you can't.
Like your transfer window or Chelsea's transfer window?
Chelsea's what?
No. They're in a dire situation. It's different.
We could easily be 2. We could easily be 2.
No, you guys are set up nicely right now. Like picture next year, a full year on the Tangen system.
I can't hear this. I can't. He should be getting players in right now. Honestly, and for me, why didn't we push for Gravenberch too? That would have been the player being on loan.
He's thinking about players for the summer, and then he's going to say, "I'm going to get them early in the transfer window, bring them with me to summer training, and then my best 11, they have to earn their way."
We could be selling the club. And that might not be done. Who knows when that could be done? They're taking bids until like the mid February.
They took 2 loan deals. They didn't even waste money this transfer window pretty much. They're saving for next transfer.
And what do they do? What did they do last January, Mike? What did they do? Like what did they do? They overspent in the summer because they were so cheap at the beginning of the transfer window. They spent an extra 50 million combined on Antony and Casemiro. Antony and Martinez, if not more, because they were penny pinching. And then they spent a bunch of money. It's like, oh, look how much money we spent. Yeah, because you just got fisted by Brentford. 3.
Yeah. Well,
3. I like Sabitzer, and I don't mind. I don't mind.
So R.
Yeah, they fail. They fucking fail.
Oh, you didn't give them 49 fail. You gave them the 30. The 30 fail. Yeah, you were never close.
38. 37. Mike, I don't know how you're defending it. It's crazy.
Even if you're going to fail someone, just give them like 45%. It's like you were still 5% off. I was being generous. 37.
Not you. I mean, like that ownership. It's brutal. It's brutal.
As you said, there ownership change. Are they really going to spend the money?
Hey, man. As I said earlier.
What's the position you would have filled first with Man United? If you had one transfer, what position would you focus on?
Well, yeah. See, you say we're set up nice. We're not set up nice.
No, but if you had one, you would do midfield. And then which midfielder would you actually splash the cash for?
Realistically.
Yes, yeah. If they gave you, go sign a midfielder for 70 million. Yeah, 70 million.
Oh, well, 70.
Yeah, 70.
Well, can't get Enzo because they wouldn't splash fucking 15 last January.
70. I'll give you 70. I'm trying to be realistic.
Okay. Casado comes to mind. But I guess
You would have splashed 70 million.
I guess 70 wasn't enough, was it?
Yeah, but 70. Would you have splashed 70 for Cancelo? I would.
I might.
No, I would.
Realistically, on like who we could bring in January, I might. Who else is? I don't. There's so many names, so many options. I mean, again. I mean, Tielemans again.
70 billion.
No, you're not spending 70 million. You're spending like 20 on tops.
Yeah, I know. I'm giving you 70 billion. Who would you sign?
Fuck. Okay, then I guess I used 20 for Tielemans tops.
No, you got one signing.
Oh, well,
70 million, one signing.
What the hell? But why? Give me 70 million, and I choose Tielemans. I still have 50 million to play with.
That's something I'm just trying to pretty much what Man United owners would do.
It's one or the other.
Yeah, it's like, no, I don't want to give you 4 signings. I just want one big signing. Here's a checkbook. Right? Is that something the Glazers would do?
No, you're right. It is.
No, just one.
Tony
one
Cruz.
check.
Let's just bring in Real's midfield.
Oh yeah, just one by one.
Tony Cruz.
Yeah, I think Modric first. He probably has 1 year left. So he just renewed, right?
You really know how to drink beer.
No.
Yeah. Okay. 30 seconds on this. 30 seconds. 70 million. Who do I love? Man, this is like realistic.
You got a picture
has to be realistic.
Plan, right?
Has to be like realistic players too. Like Sandro Tonali, please give him to me. Give me Sandro. Yeah, but realistically, he's not going anywhere.
Milan wouldn't get rid of him.
Of course not.
Yeah, but 70 million you threw at them. They wouldn't laugh at it, but they would go, oh, no, thank you for the offer.
Man, like think what you could have done. You could have brought in Tielemans and Conrad Lamer.
Lama?
For 30 million altogether. Could have got them all for 30, both of them for 30.
What happened with Union Berlin and something?
Wolfsburg? What?
Isco. Isco, yeah.
I think his medical. He didn't pass the medical.
Oh.
Yeah. He's too fat. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Moving along. João Cancelo. What the fuck? Like,
you could have handled being bench. That's what it was.
It's sad. It's fucking sad, dude.
He started 3 of 10 matches since coming back from the World Cup.
Yeah.
And at training, you heard about that, right? At training, he had a big fuss with Pep. And he said, I'll leave. And then Pep said, okay, yeah, go.
Good.
No player is bigger than the club.
Good for Pep. That's really too bad. I like Cancelo a lot. That's like, dude, like what, you get benched a couple matches
I know.
And you leave. Like he literally Pep just said last year, you're the best squids. You were the best. You know, he's one. He's the best back in the world, or something like that. Something along those lines. Like a massive compliment. You get pushed back. He probably comes
he
back.
Just got number 7, which is awkward for a defender to wear number 7. But now 7's vacant at City.
Right.
He went from 20 to 7.
Give it to Jack Grealish.
The year before. No.
He's loving Jack. He's loving Jackie boy.
It'll be the next signing.
Next
signing will be 7.
No, Phil Foden could get 7. I give Phil 7.
Oh yeah, he goes from 47 to 7.
Yeah.
I can see that too.
Yeah, it's too bad. Yeah, apparently he sat alone during like a warm up for a match when he was benched. Like he sat on the bench alone. Just like really childish shit. Really, really childish.
Professional.
But he went to Bayern, and what a backline.
Cancelo, Davies.
I know. Upamecano and I don't even want to say De Ligt. Who am I spacing on? There's someone else. It's not even De Ligt. Why am I spacing on?
Bard?
No.
He does play center back sometimes.
Hernandez.
Yeah.
Hernandez. It's nice. That's nice.
So
I like it.
Is that too many toys too? For Nagelsmann?
Is it what?
Too many toys? Is it?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
They don't have a recognized striker though.
Don't they?
Choupo-Moting.
Yeah, he's putting in work. Like, I'm not even being sarcastic. Like,
but does he start in the Champions League?
Yeah.
Quarterfinals for you?
Yes.
You actually starting him?
Who are you?
Probably Mane Pulse.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah,
right.
Yeah,
You're probably.
Yeah.
If you're in the Champions League.
So is Mane gonna be back though?
I thought end of February. Actually, maybe not. Maybe not for us.
Back.
We were playing.
PSG.
Oh no.
PSG's gonna win. PSG's winning. PSG's winning.
Are they the favorites?
No, City's always favorite.
No, PSG is facing.
Oh, you mean for that matchup?
Yeah, yeah.
I think PSG's favorite. Yeah. Yeah. I know it is spicy. Okay. What else? Other man, so much shit happened. I don't even know where to fucking start. Cancelo. Skriniar's gonna go at the end of the year.
At the end of the year.
Finally, they tried to get it over the line actually. In January. In January. No, just didn't fall. I think Inter just kind of shut it down.
Papers 3 times or just once?
No, I think just
once.
It seemed close, but
just once.
It didn't quite happen.
Anytime it misses, it's just once.
What else? Juve do anything? Except bring back Vlahovic and Pogba? Did they play? Did they play against Monza?
No, they actually didn't.
They didn't, eh?
They're down
Monza.
They'll put it in. Don't.
2 for 2.
Woo. Well, we gave them the first and last Serie A. No, they have more, but obviously, but the latest one, all ours. We are the.
That was just all blurry and backwards.
Yeah. I was trying to read it. And I was like,
yeah, I know what it said.
I was trying to read it.
It's only backwards on your screen.
But it was blurry though. It was still blurry though. Marion owns her, by the way. That's what.
The we did all 5 teams at the.
Milan, honestly, can you get yourselves a backup keeper? How bad their youth keeper is, I don't know.
It must be bad.
He must be bad. I saw his name.
Just get another keeper.
Holy, I can't pronounce his name. He's been around forever. He's at Fiorentina. I want to say he was at Lazio as well. He's at Lyon for a while.
He Romanian guy. He can't be at this level.
He needs to retire.
No,
he does.
No.
He needs
to play
in Romania. He can go back to Romania. Go back, Mike. It's matchup. The team is shattered. No, Milan are shattered with him in goal. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
You can play championship.
You can see them. I don't know.
League One.
Man, it would be so raucous. No, it's not only an age.
It's not only an age thing.
It's not only an age thing. It's also a mental thing.
Yeah, the older.
I've been going on this guy so much the last 2 weeks.
But they're eating gold. They are eating gold.
It's because of him. The team's shattered. The team is shattered without Manuel and that guy in goal. That guy.
So they should have got Jan Sommer as the backup. Bayern. Sommer.
Oh yeah.
They literally just take from everybody.
In Germany, I know. Germany love to feed him. What is that?
They just so okay, weird. Wow, you guys,
fucking weird.
You guys are developing this player. Okay, we'll take him right now. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, one thing I do want to do is I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by Kamaldeen Sulemana from Ronald Southampton because this kid was really highly touted.
And then what happened?
And he's 20, and he's just been a little quiet this year, but still effective. It's an interesting one. It's interesting. We'll see what happens there. Roll are a funny team because they really, especially if you pay attention to Liga, they really produce a lot of talent that catches your eye. And then they sell the talent, and no one really hits. Ismail Assar is a prime example. There's
gets close to hitting.
Yeah, well, kind of. Oh, and let's not forget Keylor Navas to Nottingham Forest. I don't know what's going to happen there.
I think he's starting, right? Maybe not the first game, but I think they bring him in.
It would be hilarious. I would love to see Dean Henderson just get bounced by Keylor Navas.
Well, why would you sell him? Why would you buy him if you're not going to play him?
I don't know, but I don't like Dean Henderson for many reasons. But I still rate him enough to start for Forest, and he hasn't been bad this year. He's had games where he hasn't been Sheffield Henderson, that's for fucking sure.
No.
That's for damn sure.
You're just happy to see you always like De Gea over him, so it's just like
And
I don't
so
want.
I should.
Yeah, so it's like I don't want him at my club. Just if we can make money off of, let's get money off.
Absolutely, but like the way he conducts himself is embarrassing. He's embarrassing.
Why? Just because he wears the hat?
No, the hat's whatever. I
He's like the only.
I would back. I
I
would back the hat if he wasn't such a dick. But the fact that he wears a hat, it's also embarrassing.
I knew that.
It's not. No, man. Come on. The guy, like, he throws hissy fits. He thinks he's the greatest.
Just because he's
people in the
throwing
world.
hissy fits with the hat on. That's why.
No,
he
throws hissy fits like both, like when, like in the off season. Like he fully said, I never sat down with Ten Hag because I knew he'd want to keep me. Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Yes, man. This guy's a clown.
You think Ten Hag would have kept him?
No.
You don't think so?
No. No. Well, fuck. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, all that ball playing ability. He's fine on the ball now too. He's getting better. Oh my god, please. Quickly with United, please just keep De Gea until the rest of the team is set. If you really think you need a keeper come summer of 2024, then we'll talk.
Give it 2 more years.
No, we'll talk. He's been great. He's been such a class. Okay. I feel like it's got to be something. There were a lot of deals. La Liga, Barca didn't really do anything, right?
Yeah, they weren't.
They couldn't really. They were kind of hamstrung by their
Yeah.
FFP.
I think Gabby can't even sign this. He's still an academy player, Gabby.
Yeah, they can sign.
They couldn't sign him, right?
Probably
as a
not.
Player. He still has to be listed as an academy player.
Jokes. Okay, all right. We have 2 previews to do, and Milan derby. Who's at home? Doesn't matter.
Well, I think that's an internal. It's like a serious question if you ask them, because any time you play each other, it's whoever has the home. I think Milan is the home team.
Interesting.
I think.
Are you saying in general?
In general.
Oh yeah. Okay.
They're the bigger club.
That's fair.
In my opinion.
Fuck. I have bomb threats for that comment.
No, come on. Inter fans know that too. They're almost there. They made it it's like 55-45, right?
I mean, I would hope so. I would definitely hope so. Okay, what do you think's going on this game? Because I'm just going to quickly say it.
This is for second place.
Yes. Yeah, Napoli have won the league. They've won the league. Imagine up 13 points right now. Imagine if they blow that. Whew. After that celebration with De Laurentiis. Whoa.
They
You know what? Spalletti's teams lose legs down the stretch. They
13
do.
points. That's a lot.
The thing is that it's 13 points, and there's no team like City that's behind by 13 points. You know what I mean? No one's hitting strides right now.
They're beating everybody, and they're scoring.
What the fuck is his name? Okay.
They're just scoring.
What the fuck is his name? Transfers squad.
They didn't really get
Cyprian Tatarusanu. Well, my God.
Oh, for the keeper? The keeper?
Yeah. Devis Vasquez, Colombian 24-year-old. Yeah. No, nothing. Yeah. Well, I imagine that Sippy's tall glass of water is still in goal. I'm gonna go 3-0.
3-0?
The team's shattered. That team's fucking shattered.
3-0 Inter, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna. There's gonna be goals.
I gave you 3.
I know. I was thinking 4, but
it's just swallowed.
I
5. Milan were at home,
I don't know.
and I haven't seen goals 4 and 5 yet. Even the
one
first
was a penalty,
just
right?
the way he
And
takes
then,
it.
yeah, it was a beatdown. Right, goal to exist.
He loves to
I know.
whip it out against Milan.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 Inter.
Okay.
I was gonna go 3-1, but I'm gonna.
I think Inter's hit a slight purple patch right now, as it were. What is the purple patch? I always say that, but I don't know what it's based off of. Is it like
the color? So it's a hot to cold. So is it what?
No, purple.
Red
No.
to blue,
Purple patch is always like it's always a good thing. It's always a good thing. And purple's a cold color, Michael. So
Cold color.
yeah, blue and purple and green are cold colors. Yellow, orange, and red are warm colors. I didn't even learn that again because of Wiley. That's a piece of grade.
But purple is what? Blue and
maybe kindergarten actually information that
what
I
is
retained.
purple is blue and what?
I'm not telling you this. I'll let you mull that one over. I'm gonna set a timer.
No, it's not red. So it's.
You have to give me a definitive.
Is it green?
Green and.
I don't know what. I didn't do colors. I didn't do colors. Okay, so the primary colors are red.
Mikey
yellow.
Picasso.
Okay, we'll do this. We'll do this later. We'll do this later. We're not doing that at the
It's
time.
red, Mike. It's red.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Yeah, this guy.
Okay. I really, I'll figure out what the meaning of the purple patch is. It just means that they're in a rich vein of form, though. That's what it always means. I just don't know where it came
Yeah,
from.
but they also have a lot of fours they have to juggle too.
No, that's fine.
They have 4 fours they have to juggle.
Are you including Correa in this? He doesn't count anymore. He never did really. He scored like 2 goals off the bench when he first got there, and that was it.
Oh, okay, so 3.
Yeah, but like Dzeko knows though.
Does he?
Yes,
You still have to include him in.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if Lukaku doesn't want to step up, which he hasn't been, then fine, get Dzeko back in there. And Lukaku shouldn't complain either, but he does. Martinez is the only one that he can rely on. Well, I mean, Dzeko. No, actually, I don't want to disrespect Dzeko. I'm just saying Dzeko's getting on, and he's not as.
He's scoring.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So you know what? Yeah, but yeah. So then Dzeko. I don't think there's no juggling. There's no, like Lukaku. You don't want to perform. Sit down, shut the fuck up, and come on the 80th minute. Okay. So then we're gonna close it out with Squeeze and Cité. Living just enough. Just enough.
I think this is not going to be a close game.
That's what you said last time, and you were kind of right. But you weren't. You weren't though. Actually, they didn't, the end.
They didn't play really well the first 35 minutes, and then they got scored on twice right before half, and then at half it was like, all right, boom. They had they dominated the second half.
They did well, but and Spurs had one really good chance though.
Yeah, but it's like they dominated.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That was the only chance. Pretty much. It was their only chance. Me too.
Do you? Yeah, I guess you generally keep it short, like real short.
City's at home this time, right?
No.
Oh, City's on the road.
No, Spurs at home. Spurs are at home.
Yes.
That's what I meant to say.
They're home. 2-0 for me, City.
2-0, eh?
2-0. This is simple.
Rico lose.
A goal each half, comfortable win. That's why I think it's going to be.
Do you think getting Cancelo the team is it's going to be good for them in the long run? I mean,
it has to be now.
Is Rico Lewis right for that? Like he's shown glimpses.
It doesn't have to be Rico Lewis though. It could be Kyle Walker. That's who you remember.
Yeah, but like the thing is that their left back is Nathan Ake, and I don't like that.
You put Laporte out there.
They're center backs though. They actually don't have a left back. They didn't have a left back when they had Cancelo.
But they don't have to. They could just play. They would just play Foden a bit more up, and not have him as a left back, or kind of have him as like a left center back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And just give Foden that whole weight. But obviously, when on defense, you shift out.
Foden's in.
How is he actually?
I think so.
Oh, so
it says doubtful.
So he might want to be back for the season, eh?
What?
If he loses his spot, he might lose his spot on the 11. But Pep likes people.
Jack Grealish.
When he likes people, he likes people. If they go on a winning streak and Jack Grealish is starting every game, but they're like he might not be doing well, but they're winning every game. So he's like, I'm just gonna keep starting because every time I start him, they win.
Well,
even though he doesn't do anything.
I said 2-2 last time. I'm gonna go 1-1 this time.
1-1?
Yep.
So we pretty much still have the same amount of goals in every game.
He doesn't.
Every game.
He doesn't do well against Spurs. Do you think that comeback last time was like he got the Spurs monkey off his back?
Not really. I guess it is technically a monkey.
It is. They're
I know,
Mike.
I know,
He's
they're
bad
good.
against them.
I know he is bad, but it's Pep, right? I don't feel ashamed saying that they should easily dominate this team, and then if they lose, they lose. But like they should easily dominate this team.
Again, do they care? Do they care? We're gonna see. We're gonna see if you will know if they care. One, they can't drop points before Arsenal.
No,
It's a damn fact.
Yeah, you have to. Put
And then
some
they
pressure on
they have to at least draw Arsenal at the Emirates. They can draw Arsenal. And,
them. No, they have to win that game.
I don't think they have
If
to.
you win that game,
Is the window closed? The window is closed. Yeah, I believe it closed at like 6. Your Greenwich Mean Time, perhaps.
GMT.
Still checking.
It closed what 6
I'm pretty
hours
sure-
ago?
I'm pretty sure it's
Or
closed.
8 hours ago.
I'm pretty sure it's closed. Let's see. You know what? I'm just gonna go to Fabrizio and see if he put anything out there.
No, he would say like window closed.
Oh no, he would. Oh, Cedric Suarez. The Ziyech deal, as it stands, did not happen, Dylan. No. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure this thing's fucking done. They're gonna appeal it though. PSG's apparently gonna appeal that. And we were talking about it earlier. If they win, I imagine if they're doing the appeal, it's because
they could get it right away.
They would get it. Yeah, they get it.
Once it gets overturned.
And maybe they'll fine Chelsea £100 million.
No. It would be like a nothing.
That £100 million is nothing.
£100 million,
Nothing.
Max? No.
Did you see what they've done?
It'd be like a $2 million fine.
Did you see what they've done? £100 million is nothing to them. I was joking, Mike. But the point is that
it
money
would be a fine.
clearly means nothing.
Maybe like 500,000 actually. It's weird, but it's weird how in the summer it's September 1st. It's not August 31st.
I could be wrong. Okay. All
right. So why isn't it February 1st?
I didn't
in the
actually
winter?
search the words.
It should be.
Let's quickly here. Is transfer window closed? Which we should fucking know, actually. But we're hacks.
No, but it's weird because it's in Europe, right? So it's just like
it's transfer window
it's
closed.
like we don't know the exact time.
What time will the transfer window close? Tuesday 31st. They're done. It's 11 p.m.
Their time?
Yes. So not a hack. I knew it all along. It's closed.
6.
It is closed.
It's closed at 6 here.
Yeah. Yes. All right. All right. Okay. Till next time. Dylan,
Yes.
thanks for joining. Generally we start at 9. So I mean, you can obviously go back and watch the whole episode.
Probably
in a second.
9:15 is when we start.
9:15. Yeah. Actually, today was 9:15. To be fair. So feel free to join us earlier, and if not, and you think we are indeed hacks, just let us know in the comments. All good. Okay. All right. Till next time. Bye.
See you.